Hi girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annabelle. How are you doing? How are ya? I've missed you. I'm so glad to be back again this Sunday with another video. I took last week off. It was Easter, and I also was on vacation with my husband in Mexico. I'll insert a few photos. We had such a great time and it was just nice to relax, not really work, celebrate Easter and all that means to me, and it was great. I missed you though, so I'm happy to be back with another video. I had this idea for this video and I just think it'd be fun and silly and goofy. If you followed me on any of my platforms, you will know every so often videos go viral, and I'm mostly a hair and beauty creator, and nothing I do when it comes to hair is that deep or that serious. You know what I'm saying? But somehow there's just situations where stuff goes viral for the wrong reasons, or people nitpick things apart, or the circumstance I was in when I filmed it, I never thought it would go viral and it did. So today, I want to give you the behind the scenes tea on some of my most viral content across YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram. Whether that's what's actually happening behind the scenes for me or how it was received online, I just want to kind of dive into some of the silly and goofiness. Sometimes it's easy to see these pieces of content that look so put together and like that person could do no wrong, and really internally when I was filming it, I might have been falling apart. So we're just gonna go through the good, the bad, and ugly, and just kind of, I want to expose myself. Today's just a little expose Annabelle session, and I just think it'd be funny to rehash some of the good memories that got me to where I am today. Because the social media, it's not always real, you know what I'm saying? So strap in, grab a beverage, and we're going to walk down memory lane together, and I'm gonna expose myself, okay? Let's do it. My beverage of choice today is a raspberry rose poppy. Snap, crackle, pop her. Ooh. Look at that. Cheers. We are gonna start with my one true love, TikTok. It's where it all began for me. It's where the hair love from you guys started. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, Jesus, for TikTok, because I love my job. So let's pick. This video was my first ever viral TikTok. As you can see, I'm saying me wanting to cry because my Dyson does nothing for my hair, and then I do an absolute incredible transition to saying versus when I figured out how to make the product work. This had a whopping 1.4 million views, and considering I had around 200 followers at the time, blew my mind. And this was kind of what got my follower count kind of starting to kick to get up to 10K and things like that. The tea behind this was my very first video that ever started to get a couple hundred thousands of views. I had actually said that I had figured out how to make my Dyson work, and everybody in the comments was like, how did you make your Dyson air work for you? How did you make it? I can't make it stay. I then did a super long chatty video walking everyone through the tutorial, which did well. And then I figured out, you know, a good strategy is to hook people in by saying that I can't get it to work and transition to showing them I did, and people always will want to know more. This was a trending audio. You can't hear it, but it was a trending audio at the time. And the tea behind this was I did not know how to make a bloody TikTok. It took me a minute to get that transition as smooth. If you could only see how many times I refluffed my hair, remade it look big to try and get that perfect swipe of the Dyson Airwrap. It took so long. I was losing my mind, but in the end it was so perfect and so worth it, because it got me some of my favorite to this day followers that I love on my page. Transitions, man, she ain't for the faint of heart. This is my most viewed to date TikTok, and it has 22.1 million views. I never expected this hair tutorial to do as well as it did, and the funny thing was I was in England visiting family. My husband's from England for a wedding. I was so rushed. This was the morning getting ready. I was trying to film. I was sitting in his sister's childhood bedroom. There was a million things behind me, so I thought people wouldn't like it because it looked cluttered. But somehow my hair never looked shinier and never looked better. Across all my platforms, it's reached like 50 million views. It was literally insane. And the other thing, this hair color that I have right here was a freaking struggle to get. Basically the day before we flew to England, England, I was like, I want to have lighter copper hair, and I had dark hair kind of like I do now. And I went through this whole process of stripping my color, got some on my actual light regrowth that I had, turned my roots basically blonde, had to fix it. Anyways, thought it didn't look good, but then when I'm watching this, I'm like, wow, my hair actually, this color slays. So my hair may have looked perfect, but it was an absolute disaster getting my hair this color, then getting my clip-in extensions to match that I'm wearing in this. And I had basically 10 minutes to do this hairstyle, and I loved it. It looked so good, but I thought the video would be trash. And then somehow more people than any of my other content have viewed this video. So it was just absolute chaos. Me remember this morning, I literally remember my husband's dad was like, come on guys, we gotta go. And I was like, I just need to film my TikTok. Honestly, I'm glad I did. This video also went viral on Instagram and it gave me like 50,000 followers, so I can't really complain. Okay, this video was on TikTok as well. I got 1.2 million views. This was some of my earlier days, and I got absolutely flamed in my comments. And can you even guess why? Well, there was two reasons. First reason were my lips, because people were like, wow, when girls overdo it with lip injections, girls are just overdoing it with lip injections. And actually, I'd used a plumping lip gloss for like the first time in like 5 years, and that shiz worked because my lips looked so good. But people were like, I cannot believe when girls want to be so unnatural. First of all, the balls on the people leaving these comments. And I was like, they're natural, they're natural. I was just trying to do my little Dyson Airwrap video, and it was my birthday weekend and we were staying in a hotel, and Will, my supportive husband, was like, go for it, do your video. I'm just gonna like watch something on my phone. And people lost their minds at the way he was just sitting there. People started ripping him to shreds, being like, wow, your girl is looking that good, or doing all of that, and you're just laying there like, men are just so lame. Like, I don't even know. People were like mad at him or loved him. They thought he was like so epic for just laying there in his robe. Basically, Will, my husband, definitely helped me go viral in this video simply by just laying there. And I was like, oh, is that like the code? You just lay in the background while I look good doing my hair and people love it or hate it. And it was just hilarious. This was, I think, actually my actual birthday that day. We had the best dinner. It was so fun. And hey, I'll take it. Okay, I have to tell you guys about this video. I got 2.3 million views, and I was staying at this hotel called Hotel Cork, and they had invited me to stay for free in exchange for just like filming a little hair tutorial in the hotel room and just like sharing organic stories throughout the stay. We love Hotel Cork. We've stayed there before. It's so magical. But they're like, just film whatever. Like, we're not worried about it. And I was like, great, this is so fun. So I went to film this hair tutorial for them, sitting in this little robe in front of the window, and I had this whole idea. I had short hair here, as you can see, but I wanted to do this whole thing with extensions, do this whole cool ponytail. I tried to do this freaking hairstyle for 2 hours. I'm not even kidding. I know, stupid, it probably sounds dumb, but when it's your job, you want the video to be so good. I sat there for hours and hours and hours and could not get my freaking ponytail clip-in extension thing to work. It was hurting my head. It wasn't blending. My hair was too short. I made a plan and I had to change the plan. But I was like, this video needs to be good because it needs to be a cute hairstyle that people like, because if it's not, then what's the point of them letting me stay here? Because if no one watches it, then I just feel bad, okay? You can't control the views, but it needs to be a good freaking hairstyle. So I pull out this hairstyle because at this point, my hair had so many products in it. It had gel. I had to put it up. And I was freaking losing my mind. My heart was broken. Nothing was working for me, but I did this cute little hairstyle and it got 2.3 million views. And honestly, thank the Lord. I prayed. I was like, Jesus, I know you're not a genie, but like this video, this hairstyle feels so simple. It's literally a bun with 2 pieces curled around my face. Can you just like make people like this? Because I tried so hard and I felt like I ended up with the lamest hairstyle ever and people loved it. So there was such drama. I felt so bad for Will just having to wait around, but he's so gracious and was like, no, this is your job. Like, I want you to, you know, feel like you got good content for this hotel. But it was definitely a regret spending that long. But in the end, we got there. It was so bad. Okay, this video got 6.9 million views. And this one got a lot of views on YouTube and Instagram. And people had a lot to say about me in the press. You know what I'm saying? First of all, people are so mad. They were mad because I said I was gonna lose all my hair because I was pulling my hair so tight. They were mad because I was doing my hair in the car, and then they were also mad because I sprayed hairspray in the car, and they were like, first of all, I hope you never light a match or you don't ever smoke because all that hairspray will cause your car to go up in flames. And I was like, well, I don't smoke and I'm not lighting any flames in my car, so it's okay. And the amount of comments I replied to when people were like, you're gonna lose your hair is so tight, being like, my hair is actually not tight. The product just makes it really smooth and flat, and I have straight fine hair. So my hair just looks super super flat, super sleek without having to rip my hair out. No, people are like, wow, can't wait to see if this girl has traction alopecia. Can't wait to see when she's bald. I'm gonna check back in. Like, people were like basically like preying upon my downfall because they like couldn't comprehend the fact that like in 5 years from now, I will still have hair. And they were just so mad. And they were just so mad I was in the car. They're like, okay, like cute hairstyle, but like why in the car? They were so mad I was in the car. And I kept telling people, you wanna know why I was in the car? The truth behind this video? And I told people this. We'd been at the beach all day. Will and I were visiting California from England. We wanted to be in the sunshine. So we spent all day at the beach. We were sandy, and then we were really close to our absolute favorite happy hour when we used to live here. So we're like, let's go to the happy hour. I was in my bathing suit. So I was like, Will, I'm gonna quickly put this dress on and just put my hair up because my hair was an absolute disaster. He's like, great, I'm gonna go get in line for a table. This hairstyle took me probably about 5 minutes, and it was great because I was cute at the happy hour and got to spend all day on the beach. People were pissed about it though. People were pissed about it. What can you do? Thank you for the clout though. All right, let's expose myself over on my Instagram viral reels. Okay, this video over on Instagram got 2.6 million views, and I'm gonna tell you the real honest truth. When I filmed this video, I was in the depths of boredom of my bob. I was like, look, I've done every single hairstyle there is to do, but I want to wear my hair like this in a sleek little bob, so I filmed it. I have filmed videos like this in the past. I was like, great, maybe someone will watch this. I think it's boring. 2.6 million views later, people are loving it. They are loving in the comments, loving the hair color, loving it. Just absolutely adoring this video. So thank you for one, when you're nice and hype me up. But if they weren't loving it, they were hating it because I used Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. But you know, can't win them all. And I love the bob, and the bob's fire. So this ain't Texas. This video got 1.4 million views, and people were absolutely needing to know the detailed situation on this leave-in hair mask I did to turn my hair red, and I was loving it for you guys, loving it for me, loving it for everyone. I responded to hundreds of comments telling everybody that I'm gonna post a full tutorial the next day. I proceed to post a full tutorial the next day, and I'm still getting comments to this day that people are like, why didn't you post the tutorial? And I'm like, guys, I can't respond to every comment, but I posted the full tutorial on this. So if you are wondering what I used, it's DP Hue, and I posted the full tutorial the next day like I said I would, but people were losing their minds. I love DP Hue, all the clout to DP Hue. And again, this is another day. I was feeling just like a little bit like, I don't know what people want to see from me. And I was like, you know what I haven't done? A freaking fire DP Hue mask in a minute. Everyone loved it, and that makes me so happy. Okay, this video got 672,000 views, and I wanted to do this look from Kendall Jenner so bad. So I had ordered this clip-on ponytail that I was like, surely this is gonna match my hair. And I don't know if you can tell in the beginning of this video, my hair is light copper at this point. So my ponytail that I used in this did not match my hair at all. But I was freaking determined to make it look effortless. Because one thing about me, the hair has to be perfect. Like, I feel like because I'm such a perfectionist and a hairstylist, like when I post a hair video, if it looks like crap, I can't post it. And so I took like a ton of hairspray, shine spray, almost to darken my hair that was left out. The hairspray and a shine spray from Unite, and to kind of darken it, because hairspray always makes your hair look a little bit darker. And in the end, the ponytail and my roots and the slick back looked like the same color, but they were literally not the same color in real life without the products in them at all. But I somehow got it to match, and people liked it. So this video got 30 million views. Are you like, how, why? I have been really trying to get so creative with my hair videos, and I was like, okay, what is the thing that's missing in the market? We have the hair extensions, we have the ponytails, we have the hair scrunchies, so many hair accessories, and I was like, I don't own a clip-on bang. So I went onto Amazon. I was trying to be so like smart about it. I really try and like keep myself creative and like fun and just like try new things. I found these freaking clip-on bangs. As a redhead, so hard to find. I found these ones. They looked a little bit more brown in person, but technically were a red color. I made this video seeing if I could style clip-on bangs, and I loved making it, but I honestly was like, I was ready for people to like hate on this and be like, I can tell they're fake, no one would ever wear those. And literally the opposite happened. People loved it. We sold out the bangs like 5 times in a row and everybody lost their minds. My most viewed video ever on Instagram, and it was so fun. It started a whole bang trend. And yeah, I just feel like sometimes this is why you make content and just keep posting it, because you never know what people are gonna like, and people liked it so much. And I was ready to be up in the comments, and for once people were digging it. So that was the bang situation. All my cousins bought bangs, all my friends bought bangs. It was absolutely hilarious. This one got 193,000 views, which we love, and I just find this one so funny because I was in England at Will's parents' home in their bathroom. I had not made a video in a long time, and we were just sitting in the living room. Nothing was going on, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go downstairs with a freaking glam hairstyle. So I went downstairs with this look. Everybody was like, what is Annabelle doing up there? Literally having my job and like being with other people, and I'm so embarrassing because they're like, what is she doing? And I went downstairs with this adorable hairstyle, and Will's grandmother literally loved it. She goes, so Will's granny, her thing is she goes, oh, so Annabelle's work, she plays with hair pieces for a living. She calls it hair pieces. So she was like, oh my goodness, do you have a hair piece in? She just absolutely adored it. It was so funny because in England, it's dark everywhere. So trying to find somewhere that was like, had good lighting was the bathroom, and it worked. And it was the cutest hairstyle, and highly recommend for sitting on the couch during Christmas. This video got like 6 million views, and I did not expect that, but roller videos just always hit. And the hilarious tea behind this is that I was not very good at putting in rollers at this point. It was still a learning curve for me. I made it look like I wasn't dying in pain, but pulling these out pulled out so much of my hair, I swear. I was like, okay, but it wasn't me problem, it was how I was rolling them. I wasn't smoothing them out well enough. The actual rollers are great, and it was freaking like ripping my hair, and it hurt. And it had great results, but my hair was dry. It did not go very well, but it made a great video. So that's just how that goes. I learned from it. I learned how to do it better, and since then that has not happened, but it's not always how it seems. Okay, we have now made it to the land of YouTube, where if there is one comment section I'm scared of, it's my YouTube Shorts comment section. We've talked about this before. People are ruthless, and I get the most out-of-pocket things, but we're just gonna do a couple of them because it's funny to me. This video got 3.6 million views for what? I don't know. I mean, besides the fact I'm absolutely hilarious. We'd been at the Taylor Swift concert. Hannah, my bestie, and I were like, we want to match Taylor Swift, but obviously we're not Taylor Swift, so we're gonna paint the soles of our feet just red with classic red acrylic paint. We wanted to look like we were wearing our little custom, you know, Louis Vuitton boots. And we got there walking around this ground that was like literal sandpaper. In like 3 seconds it was coming off, and it was just so hilarious. People were telling me in the comments though that I had the largest forehead they've ever seen. Hello, have you heard of the 0.5 angle on the iPhone? Obviously not. And then they were like, why are girls so stupid? Which I just think you just don't know what it's like to be a girl. It's actually the best thing ever. So maybe get a life, but in the meantime, seek help. Thanks for the clout though. Next video got 5 million views, and it was absolutely hilarious because I DIY'd this halo extension, and I had colored my hair and colored the extensions, and as you can see, it did not match in the slightest, and I was kind of worried about that, and people in the comments were like, it does not match your hair, and I was like, I know, I'm just trying to show you how to do this. But in the end I was able to blend it pretty well, but I just feel like I can't get away with any hair failures, and this was kind of a hair failure for me. And also the halo was like cute and all, but it kind of hurt my head so badly, and I was in denial that it hurt my head, and I probably told people it didn't hurt my head, but it actually was awful. And I just cannot get my head around halos literally, and how people like them, because they kill my head. This video got 1.6 million views, and it was actually an ad, and it was supposed to be clickbaity and funny, and it was all about when he says you look better as a blonde, but then you disappear because that's a red flag, essentially. So it was like, what's your biggest red flag? And you know, my hair color is such a defining thing for me. People were eating me alive in the comments saying that I ran so terribly. I was like, first of all, I had filmed this like 30 times, and I was in boots that were like gonna twist my ankle, and I almost did twist my ankle. And so I was running like I didn't know how to run, but people just could not. They were just so mad about my run. And then the other thing was the amount of comments from men. It reached the wrong side of YouTube. And it was just, everyone's like, wow, so men just can't have an opinion now. They just like, they tell you what they think and then you're mad. They don't tell you what you think and then they're mad. And people just were like so upset, and it was hilarious, and it did what it needed to do. It got 1.6 million views, which is great for a paid partnership, and it was with YouTube, and YouTube invited me to Coachella. So, you know, at the end of the day, thank you for getting me invited to Coachella. I really appreciate your comments, and it got me to where I am today. So, love you. This video got 500,000 views, and I was struggling this day because I was going to see Beyonce at her Sacred Hair event. And in case you didn't know, I was part of the Sacred campaign, which is her hair care brand. And when I had shot for the campaign, my bob was bobbing, it was short, it looked good. And I was going back and seeing all the people I'd worked with. I was seeing Beyonce, and I was like, I mean, not that Beyonce's gonna say anything to me, but like, surely she's seen the videos and I want her to recognize me from her videos. And my hair had grown out at this point. And so I was like convinced I needed to make my bob look shorter. So I was like, how do I do this? So I did this whole like roller set, curled my hair under. It was super retro, so cute, because I wanted my hair to look shorter. So I was like, how do I become a magician without cutting it? And it turned out so well. And people were still like, your hair has grown so much, and I'm like, girl, this is looking shorter than it looks without doing my hair like this. So that was kind of why I did my hair this way for meeting Beyonce, you know, just because I wanted her to remember me. Not that she was gonna remember me, but just in case, I wanted to make sure I looked like how I looked when we shot the campaign. Last but certainly not least, this video got 1.2 million views, and I was filming this video outside when basically the Amazon driver, I think, showed up is what I said, and delivered a package. And people, this was really a weird experience for me. People, of course, obviously didn't believe that an Amazon driver actually showed up. That is exactly what happened, and it was super humbling because I was filming a bunch of content for Halloween, so I was supposed to be dressed up as Black Widow. It was such a cute outfit, and I was like trying to create TikToks, and literally someone showed up right in the middle, and this was at my parents' house. But people weren't even mad about that. People were tearing my body apart in this video, which I honestly didn't expect. And it was super weird, like calling me like fat and all of these things. And like watching this back now, I'm literally like, what? Where? Like, I look great. This outfit was a slay, and people were so mad at me. And again, it was all men. And it was one of those things that I was like, wait, do I like look so disgusting? And I think it was just a really good reminder, like, where you place your value, and it's not on people that you don't know commenting on your YouTube. But it was like 1.6 million viewers of hatred towards my body. So anyways, just another day being a woman. But hey, got me to where I did. Some women were in my comments defending me, which we love. But yeah, people didn't believe me that actually happened, and they thought I looked disgusting in my outfit. Someone said it was like sausage casing. Can you even imagine commenting that on someone's video? But you know, just how it is, another day in the life. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me and rehashing some of the old circumstances and some of the tea surrounding my most viral content across social media. It's just funny because you just never know what's really happening or what the experience was when it got posted or when you were filming it. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in today's video. I'm excited to see you guys next weekend. We've got some fun things coming up, and I just can't wait to share more of my life. But I just was like, I just have to chit chat with you guys and just hang out. So I love you. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers!